Hey, Celtics Nation! We're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Boston Celtics. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll always stay up to date and never miss out on any exclusive news. There's something brewing in the NBA that could completely shift the balance of power in the Eastern Conference, and if what we're hearing is true, it's got blockbuster written all over it. Picture this: Donovan Mitchell, the face of the Cleveland Cavaliers since arriving in that huge trade from Utah, now reportedly wants out. That's right, after just a couple of seasons. Whispers are growing louder that Spida is forcing his way out of Cleveland, and not just to any team, but straight into the hands of a contender, the Boston Celtics. This isn't just a trade rumor. This is potential basketball treason. From franchise savior to shocking defector, it's the kind of twist you'd expect in a movie, but it's unfolding right now in the NBA rumor mill. And if this move materializes, it might just be one of the most controversial player exits since Kevin Durant's Golden State saga. Now, before you go thinking this is just smoke with no fire, let's look at the signs. Mitchell has been suspiciously non-committal in recent interviews. You'd expect a franchise player to offer clarity on his future, maybe even a little reassurance to the fans. But instead, we've been hearing generic responses, vague optimism, and most tellingly no concrete indication he's ready to sign a long-term extension in Cleveland. Sources close to the situation say Donovan has grown frustrated with the CAVS playoff inconsistencies and internal dynamics. The chemistry just isn't right. And after another disappointing postseason, rumors suggest he made it clear behind closed doors he wants out, and he wants to contend now. Enter Boston, a team on the brink. A team that just needs one more weapon to solidify their dominance in the East. Think about the implications. Boston already boasts an elite core: Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and a deep, well-coached squad. But even the Celtics know, after falling short in recent years, they need that one extra spark to get over the hump. Mitchell could be that guy: a certified scorer, a playoff performer, and someone who thrives under pressure. Imagine Tatum and Mitchell sharing the floor to dynamic offensive threats with the ability to collapse defenses and hit big-time shots. It's almost unfair. The Celtics have the assets, too. They could package someone like Derek White, Malcolm Brogdon, a couple of picks, and maybe even a young piece like Sam Hauser or Peyton Pritchard. Cleveland, in return, gets depth and flexibility. It's a bold move, but it might be exactly what both teams need, and according to insiders, preliminary talks have already started behind the scenes. But here's where it gets even juicier. The way Mitchell is maneuvering this exit, if true, is already rubbing people in Cleveland the wrong way. Some are calling it a betrayal. After all, the Cavs went all in to get him. They mortgaged their future, gave up young talent, and made him the cornerstone. And now, just as he's entering his prime, he's reportedly forcing a trade to a rival. Fans are livid. They feel used, like Mitchell never really bought into the city or the team. There are even reports that locker room relationships have soured. Quiet tension between Mitchell and Darius Garland, a disconnect with coach JB Bickerstaff. Could it be that the writing's been on the wall for months? Maybe this isn't about chasing rings, it's about escaping expectations, escaping a team that never quite clicked. And Mitchell, it seems, may already have one foot out the door. Meanwhile, in Boston, the mood couldn't be more different. If these rumors hold water, fans are already fantasizing about next season. There's buzz all over social media. Posts, mock trades, even photoshopped images of Donovan in green and white are going viral, and you can't blame them. After years of knocking at the door, Eastern Conference Finals appearances, heartbreaks, near misses, the Celtics are desperate for a finishing touch. Brad Stevens knows it. He's not afraid to make a splash. Just look at the Kristaps Porzingis move. And now, with the East wide open and Milwaukee looking shaky, this might be the perfect window to go all in. Spida, Mitchell, and TD Garden. That's box office basketball. It's high-octane offense with defensive grit. It's the kind of move that could finally put Banner 18 within reach. But before we continue, please remember to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest news about the Boston Celtics. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments as well. But let's not forget the business side. Mitchell has 2 years left on his deal, and any team trading for him has to consider the risk. Will he re-sign? Is this a rental, or is he committed long-term? Boston's front office is doing its homework. Sources suggest that behind the scenes, Mitchell has expressed interest in playing for a big market, a historic franchise, and most of all contending for a title. Boston checks all those boxes. He's tight with Tatum. They've played together in summer runs. There's mutual respect. It's not hard to imagine those conversations happening. Quiet phone calls. A little recruiting. In the modern NBA, these deals often start with the players, and Mitchell might already be steering the ship toward Beantown. It's chess, not checkers, and Mitchell seems to be making his move. Cleveland, on the other hand, is at a crossroads. If they trade Mitchell, they lose their superstar, but holding onto him unwillingly might be even worse, a disgruntled star can derail a locker room. We've seen it before. Think James Harden in Houston or Kyrie in Brooklyn. The Cavs have to decide, maximize value now or risk letting this saga drag into the season. And let's be honest, Garland, Mobley, Allen, they're good, but they're not leading a deep playoff run without help. If they can get depth, picks, and a chance to rebuild around their young core, maybe it's time to cut ties. The fan base won't love it, but dragging this out could do more damage in the long run. This is about preserving direction, identity, and long-term competitiveness, even if it means admitting the Mitchell experiment didn't work. And there's also the wild card. What does this mean for Jaylen Brown? If Boston is truly making a move for Mitchell, does that spell the end of the Brown-Tatum duo, or does Stevens find a way to add Mitchell without touching his two cornerstones? That's the million-dollar question. Some insiders believe Brown is untouchable. Others think he might be the centerpiece in a deal. But here's the twist: what if Mitchell is coming in addition to Brown and Tatum? That trio would immediately rival any in the league. Think of it, 3 all-stars, all in their prime, coached by Joe Mazzulla and backed by one of the league's smartest front offices. If Boston pulls this off, they become the title favorite overnight, but it'll take maneuvering, cap space, timing, and maybe some draft gymnastics. The league is watching. G-Miz are texting. This isn't just a rumor, it's a potential revolution in the East. So what happens next? That's the beauty of it. The NBA offseason is where legends are made and dynasties are born. Sometimes, all it takes is one move, one player changing teams to rewrite the league's entire landscape. Donovan Mitchell is that kind of player, and if he lands in Boston, the ripple effects will be felt from Miami to Milwaukee. Will Cleveland go quietly? Will the Celtics finally go all in? And will Mitchell rise or fall under the weight of championship expectations? We don't know yet. But if history has taught us anything, it's that where there's smoke, there's usually fire. Keep your notifications on, because if this deal drops, it's not just a headline, it's a statement. A shot across the bow from Boston to the rest of the league. The message: we're not waiting anymore. We're going for it, and Speeda might be driving the train. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Boston Celtics, please subscribe to our channel and give the video a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.